Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today we're actually talking about U.S. national security because they're about to rewrite the way that the United States actually deals with China in terms of the internet, and I think this has ramifications worldwide. Now, here's what's going on, and this reporting is coming from the Wall Street Journal. U.S. officials are looking to block an undersea data cable that goes from Los Angeles to Hong Kong that is being backed by Google, Facebook, and a Chinese partner. Now, this national security review has the ability literally to rewrite how the US and China are connecting to each other, as I just mentioned in my opening preamble. Now, the Justice Department is opposed to this $300 million venture due to concerns over the Chinese investor in the situation, which is Dr. Peng Telecom and Media Group Company. This company apparently has very deep ties to the Beijing government. And it is basically, we're fearful, or the United States government is fearful, that this could give the Chinese government even more direct access to U.S. data through eavesdropping on that direct cable line. Now, this cable, for the most part, has already been run. Almost 8,000 miles of fiber cable have been laid on the sea floor to connect Los Angeles to Hong Kong, and the work was done on a temporary permit that was granted by the U.S. government that expires in September, but it's looking like the U.S. Justice Department's panel that oversees telecom, this is known as Team Telecom, will not renew the temporary permit or issue a new one. That's what it's looking like right now. This would be the first time in U.S. history that this group has denied a permit based on national security issues and could signal that the U.S. government is adopting a tougher stance on Chinese projects in the United States. Now, we all know there is a growing distrust between the United States and China when it comes to things like hacking, surveillance, eavesdropping, all this kind of stuff. We've had known issues with this as well. I literally interviewed a person that, was interviewed in Bloomberg regarding the whole, supply chain hacking of Supermicro and all of these things. We don't have to rehash all of that, but we do know that China is also creating a massive surveillance state, and they're quite excellent at it. This also happens to be part of the backdrop of the basically burgeoning trade war between the United States and China. And this could also be a political move, basically to kill a $300 million deal that would have benefited internet connectivity between the two companies. But I also happened to write an article for Forbes, I want to say about a year ago, probably less than a year ago or so, on the bifurcation of the internet and what it's going to look like in 2028. Google is basically betting, they're banking on the Chinese running their own isolated and very censored internet, basically thanks to their Belt and Road Initiative. They're looking at expanding that authoritarian internet into, let's say, 60 or 70 different countries. And the internet on this side of the planet, that us, Europe, and other parts of the world like Australia, etc., basically use for free and open communication. And so by virtue of that, this may be something that is indicating a continuation of that bifurcation. So I'm curious to see where this goes, but I think it's very interesting news, and it's something that we have to watch out for because, quite frankly, as we are expanding the internet continuously, adding more optical cable, fiber cable, all this kind of stuff to continuously, just try to satiate our ever-growing need for bandwidth, especially as technology gets better. Higher res videos, more streaming, better pictures, all this, we need more bandwidth. It's cables like this that are going to make sure that we are routing traffic around the globe efficiently. But if we can't route it around, or we can't route it through, let's say, countries that are adversarial or that we think may be eavesdropping on us, then we are looking at a very interesting rewrite of how the internet is connecting to itself all over the planet. So I'm curious to see where this goes. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And that is your news of the day. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me on YouTube. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.